There are so much of sufferings in the world. COVID-19 killed millions of people all over the world. That was the greatest sufferings for the entire human beings. Some people are suffering physically. Some people are suffering economically. There are different places people are suffering from natural calamities. And even today, recently in India, there is a great violence in the state of Manipur. More than 100 people already died, and thousands of houses are destroyed. Today, thousands of people are homeless, helpless situation. No peace in the state. Why such kind of situation comes in human life? There are situations, and we know the truth that everything that happens to humans for the good of human being. That means for the good purpose. Yes, we have lost so many people during COVID-19, but the greatest lesson we have learned how to maintain cleanliness. That was the greatest lesson for the entire world. But there is a question. Is it God's will for people in Manipur the problem that they are facing today? I will say it is not God's will, because sometimes we suffer because of our own mistakes. But everything that happens to human beings for the good purpose. But in this case, this is the greatest mistake of human beings, because they are not able to respect, accept, and live together in peace and harmony. Big problems. Maybe it's a communal violence, or maybe some other issues that they have. But it's very sad. But we know one thing. Apart from that, there are so many sufferings, like people, their sufferings even for the faith. We talk about the freedom, we talk about equality, but many people in our nation, they suffer because of the faith. And God allows these all persecutions and sufferings because God wants His people to be very strong in faith. When we face trials, troubles, difficult situations in the world, we should not give up in our faith. Because Jesus said in John chapter 16 verse 33, you will have so many troubles in the world. As I have overcome the world, you have to also, or you need to also overcome the world. That is true. As long as we live in the world, we will have persecutions, troubles, trials, difficult situations, but we should not give up in our faith. Every human has got some kinds of sufferings in his or her life. And sufferings also will teach us greatest lesson. And in Romans chapter 5 verse 3 and 4 says, sufferings produces perseverance. And that is a very important thing. Suffering produces perseverance. Without suffering, we cannot have perseverance. What is perseverance? Perseverance is a great patience in our life to have for success. It's very important. In today's world, when we talk about perseverance, people are not interested to listen. Why? Because the world is growing very fast. This is a fast growing world in terms of technology, education, in every sectors of life. Even people, they like to have fast food, instant food. They have no patience to wait. But the truth is, without patience, we cannot have success in our life. So we need to have patience. And the perseverance comes only when we go through the difficult times, when we face challenges in our life. And that is why persecutions or sufferings produces perseverance. And this perseverance or persistent, it is not that easy. Even in the faith, we need to have this perseverance. Because perseverance produces character. And without perseverance, God cannot take us to the next level, that is character. Character means it is a quality of a person to stand firm in the faith. When we come to that level, there are three areas that we learn or God teaches us to face any kinds of spiritual warfare in our life. Do you know spiritual warfare? Every believers, everyone who is in faith, they face greatest spiritual warfare in the world. So, to face the challenges or face this spiritual warfare, there are three areas that God trained us. One is how to overcome the difficult situations. And that is why Jesus said very clearly, you have to overcome the world. There are some situations you have so many questions. God, why it happens to me? But you need to accept the situations and learn to overcome the situation. The second is how to resist the devil. The work of the devil is so much. But when the Satan is keep on trying to disturb you, distract you, trouble you, and put you in kind of confusions, and like when Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, Satan tried to trap Jesus in three different areas. And that is also physically, because he was very hungry, and also economically. This is very true. In the world, People can be trapped because of the money. And the other one is power or position. These things are very common in human life. But later, Jesus resisted the devil and the devil flew from him. That is what exactly the technique, the method that we need to learn to resist the devil, so that devil will flee from us. And the next method is to defeat Satan. Satan is already defeated, and Satan cannot defeat you. But one thing, Satan can only trouble you and put you in confusion. But you should be wise enough to defeat Satan. These are the things that we need to learn in our spiritual life to face spiritual warfare. And the last one that Paul talks about, hope. When we have experience of sufferings, and from sufferings perseverance, and from perseverance character, and definitely at last we will have a great hope. And that hope will never disappoint us. So dear friends, today the beautiful lesson in our life, no matter whatever the difficult situations, but every situations help us to have perseverance, and all the sufferings produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. And that is what the life on earth. May God bless you.